On my way to the track. We got London on the track. Hey, so I was looking at a video today on YouTube. It was like maybe an 8-minute video, and it was Will Smith talking about how he was making his brother-in-law a movie script writer. So I guess his brother-in-law came to him and said, "Hey man, I got this script and I want to show you this story," right? Because he wanted to get into the movie writing business. So he let Will Smith look at it, and Will Smith was like, "Yo man, this is great. Like, you hardly ever come across somebody who not in the industry but have storytelling ability like him." He said, "But this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna help you out." But so he was like, "Cool." You know, brother-in-law, I think his name was Caleb or something like that. So he was like, "Okay, cool." But he said, "Okay, so I'm gonna get you with a trainer, and what I'm gonna do is you're gonna be with this trainer, and you know, he's gonna help you out." He said, because he was like, "You skinny, but you got a gut." So Caleb was like, "Okay, all right, whatever, you know, whatever I need to do." So really what Will Smith was trying to do is get his mind right. He wanted to see how hard he wanted to work for him to be basically his mentor. So he had him working out with this trainer, the trainer who helped him out with Ali. And man, he was putting it to him like a drill instructor, right? So after that, then Will was like, "Okay, I want you to read these books." And all these was it was like at least 10 books that he wanted him to read, big thick books, right? But it was basically like the basics of story writing, and all of them had different things that he needed to be able to in order to become a great writer. So, you know, so you take different bits and pieces of each book and you put them together and make your story. I mean, you know, have your story making ability, right? So basically what he was trying to do is just get his mind right? And he just wanted to see how hard he wanted him to work to get to it where he wanted to be. So he had this production company or something like that called Overbrook Entertainment or something like that. Will Smith did. And he was like, "Yeah, I want you to work for me," right? So he thinking he's gonna be like script writing or whatever. And nah, he was basically doing like the work, the low man work, right? Totem pole. So he's just picking up people from the airport and doing different things, probably getting coffee and food and stuff like that, right? But the guy Caleb, he just kept doing it. This is like 5 years passed by, man. He ain't did no story writing, right? So he really wanted to see how hard he wanted to make it, but he was actually building him up at the same time. So basically, what he was trying to do was to make sure that he built himself up so he could stand on his own 2 feet in any situation that may come up, right? He wanted to see he not only wanted to see how bad he wanted to be this person who he wanted to be, this script writer, right? But you got to work for it, man. You just can't overnight just be like, "Oh, I think I can write a story," and then just like you're gonna be successful. So I say that to say this. That kind of inspired me, and you know that I like to do music, and a lot of this stuff kind of comes easy to me because it's innate. But I also have to work on perfecting it. If you really want to be successful, you have to build on your own personal skills. No matter if God gave it to you or not, you still got to work at it. And so this is why I go to the track every day. Now, I mean, I work out sporadically previously. But what is this guy doing? You running a red light. This guy crazy. You know, I I have to get back to my working out roots. And I know exactly what that is, being in the Marines. And I know that, you know, my work ethic, the hard work that goes into accomplishing something, man. And I just had to get back and focus on it. It's there. I just had to retune, you know what I'm saying? Just get back in, get in tune with it, man. And I look at different people that are successful that I grew up with and that I know, and I ask myself, truthfully and honestly, why am I not at a certain position? And I have to look at it, and it's like I'm not really putting forth the maximum effort that I can, that I know that I can put forth. And that's just being brutally honest with myself, you know what I'm saying? I'm 47 years old. I have all this talent, and I'm not even tapping into it, man. The potential that I have. And I don't think it's too late. I really don't think it's too late. I'm successful to a point, but now I'm not where I want to be and where I could be. When I say successful, means I'm not living on the street. You know what I'm saying? I'm in relative good health, because I have beaten my body up over the years, right? So, man, I don't think it's too late, and I want to be motivated, and I want other people to be motivated too. I believe you could do it, just like I'm on the path to do it. And so I want to end this video with saying that, you know, my goals, I have short-term goals, I have long-term goals. One of my short-term goals is, and I do call it short-term, even though it's a lifelong thing that you can do, is get more in shape, get my body more in shape. And also I want to become an IT specialist, basically, you know, in career in IT. I've gone to school for it. I've gotten my certification, A+ certification, but there's so many different certifications out there, right? But I was on the path, and then I just let it expire. It expires after 2 years. So you have to continue on recertifying, and I never did. So I'm going to get my A+ certification, then work on my Net+ certification. I want to get Linux, and I think they have a Windows certification. I want to get a CISSP certification, that's security. And I want to get a CCNA certification. I'm not sure if they have server certification. They got so many. But I want to work on that. I also want to learn a foreign language, which is Spanish. I've gotten the Rosetta Stone before. I started it and then stopped. These are just goals that can be accomplished. I want to be better in my music making ability. So I'm learning more music online as far as chords, but actually my long-term goal is to learn how to play piano via sheet music. These are all things that are important to me. And I think that if you have a passion for it, then you have more of a drive to be able to be successful in it. And so you just have to put forth the effort in order to be successful. It's not that many things that I really want to, drive to be successful in. It's just that you have to, my thing is I have to be successful in doing it. It's, IT, music, foreign language. Really, those are the main things I'm working on right now. Oh, and being in more in shape. So that ain't but 4 things. You know, it's other things I want. You want a new car. You want a house. That's some other things that all of that will come when all of these other things, intertwine. So that's all I wanted to talk to you all about. I know it's a long video. It's like 10 minutes. But I just say this, and I end like this. If you want to be successful in something, really, this is what you do. You find your passion, find what you're passionate about, and then do your research. Wow, 5 years for that dude, Caleb. That's some research for you. I was looking at another video. T-Pain was saying that how he researched auto-tunes for like 2 years before he even started making music on it. That's some dedication, man. But then I guarantee you, when you start troubleshooting and you come up with problems, oh yeah, I can fix it because of this, that, and the other, because you studied it, you researched it. I think it's very important to research what your passion is in order to be successful in it. Hoorah.